Excuse me while I put my gloves on. Alright guys, what's going on? Welcome to another exciting episode of Masked Up Motors, and this is your boy, Daddy. Anyways, I have a story for you guys. Story time. I drew some pictures for you guys. I hope you guys enjoy my wonderful artwork. So the other day, minding my own business, I'm driving myself to work. See, here's a picture of me. I'm just driving myself to work. I'm on the highway, and then all of a sudden, I lost my brakes. Had no idea what was going on. Luckily, Fast and the Furious was based on my life. True story. Dom Toretto was actually me. True story, guys. True story. But anyways, this is me on the highway, and I could not stop. So just pulled on that e-brake. Luckily, that worked, and everything seemed to be fine. But I was able to get it home, and I wanted to see what possibly failed. And yeah, this is what I found. So I will show you what I found in my car and what went wrong. And yeah, we'll get to that. This does not look normal. Oops, getting brake fluid all over my floors. So yeah, I was driving and lost my brakes. Turns out one of these bolts sheared right off, and yeah, the piston just kind of popped out. Gotta get that swapped out. All right guys, so figured I would record my little process. As you could see earlier, and then I showed you guys my caliper. It looked like this bottom bolt sheared off, so didn't really take much of effort to take off. The rest of the caliper, I just had that one top bolt. Oh, look at that, I'm also missing a brake pad. That's cool. So there's only 2 more bolts holding this thing together, and I did buy some new parts. Nothing special, just something to get through. All right, one done. Next, see if I can finesse it with my fingers. Nope, fingers aren't that strong. And yeah, I'm gonna have to bleed out these brakes because probably air in there. Not probably, there definitely is air in there. Air in your brakes equals death. I don't know about you, but I don't feel like crashing. I think I'll probably just be more sad that I crashed my car. Alright, so these calipers and pads I picked up at a place. We shall not say their name. We do not speak of their names. I decided to put the pads in mainly because they already, you know, put the brackets on for me. I was hoping maybe I could skip a step and kind of just, you know, shove this thing in here and hope that I don't have to actually take what lovely work they did for me. And look at that, it actually worked. I didn't actually think that would work, guys. I actually thought I was probably gonna have to take off that whole bracket, but looks like it saved me a step. Not sure if you guys want to watch me screw in bolts. If you do, wow, that's interesting. But for the most part, I feel like nobody really wants to watch me screw in a couple bolts, so I will stop recording, and yeah, we can bleed these out together using a vacuum pump. Never used one before. I've always wanted to, so we can go on this adventure together and have a grand old time. All right, so another thing we need to remember is that there is 2 copper washers. One that goes here on the bolt that they have supplied, and then we go one on this way. Guys, is it just me, but every single time I do brakes, like fresh brake pads always smells like fish to me. Is that weird? Is that just me? Like, let me know if you guys smell fish every time you do your brakes, because I find it kind of strange. All right, Turbo, when I tell you to pump the brake, I need you to pump the brakes for me so I can bleed them out, please. So you gotta pump the brake down there. So when I tell you, hello, can you hit the brakes for me, please?
I don't want to do it.
Just down there, please. Right there. Just pump it.
No treats, no help.
Fine. All right, Gengar, it's your turn. Now, go ahead, pump the brakes. Hello, pay attention. Gengar. Worst Pokemon ever. All right, so I just ended up doing the 2-person method, which one person's in the driver's side pumping the brakes as I bleed. I feel like the vacuum pump wasn't really working out for me the way I wanted to. Probably because I don't know how to use one. But yeah, caliper's all in. At least it looks nice. I'll probably end up doing the other side so it matches. The other one's looking kind of crusty anyway. I did eventually want to get some Brembo brakes, but gotta do what you gotta do. All right, guys, so here we are again. Moral of the story is, I guess make sure your calipers aren't rusted. I don't know. Just double check your calipers, make sure the bolts are all secure and not rusted out. It doesn't look like it's about to shear right off, because that's what it looks like it happened. Bolt was just completely missing. I couldn't even find the other bolt for it. But yeah, please be safe out there. Luckily, you know, that e-brake came in handy. Check your e-brakes, make sure those are working, because you know, you lose your brakes, that's your last mode of safety right there. You can also try to downshift. It'll slow you down a little bit if you just kind of shove that thing into a lower gear. Might not really work, but yeah, man. Luckily, I was able to maneuver the car to a safe location and get it home safely. I did mess up my front lip a little bit. That's from towing, but luckily I didn't actually buy a real carbon fiber lip for that, knowing because of where I live, there's a lot of bumps and stuff, so I will always hit something. There's no getting away from that, so I always buy like a cheap, you know, $70 lip splitter, because I know it's gonna break eventually. Actually, as soon as I get out of the garage, it scrapes, so there's no point in me getting a real carbon fiber one. This is probably like my 4th one that I've bought. So annoying. I guess that's where bags come into play, yeah, if you're into that sort of thing. But bags always break on me, so I figured don't want to do that again. But anyways, that's all I got for you guys today. Tune in next time, we'll think of something more creative. Figured I'd go through all this. By the way, there's multiple ways to bleed brakes. You can do the two-person step, where there's you have a little friend, buddy, turbo, pumping the brakes for you, have them push it in, bleed the brake, tighten it up, and then have them let go, and you just constantly do that until there's no more bubbles in the brake line. So always bleed your brakes. If not, you're gonna have a bad time. Essentially what happens, brakes get really hot, bubbles expand, and it'll just explode. You're not gonna have a good time. Please don't do that. All right, guys, so I'll see you guys next week. Like, comment, subscribe to your boy, because I am getting poor. Yes, true story, bros. I'm poor now, very poor. So if you guys like and comment, it'll definitely help your boy out.